This one sent to CornyDriveThru at gmail.com from Joker's Gallery. I've been told everyone has a price. If so, how much do you think it would cost AEW to sign CM Punk? Also, how much do you think AEW would have to pay Steve Austin to come back for a 4-match 1-year run?
What?
Would the price be worth it for AEW?
There would be no, I don't know that there's a price for either one. I mean, if you got ridiculous with Punk and said, we'll give you $20 million, he probably would figure out some way to make that work. But no, Austin has said, and I don't think there's any price that's going to get him back in the ring. If he wouldn't get back in the ring to work with Hulk Hogan, he's not going to get back in the ring to work for AEW at all, period, exclamation point. So that's not negotiable. If Austin cares more about, he's actually come out and said he couldn't be the Rattlesnake anymore. He could have an old Dick the Bruiser match when Bruiser was the same age and there was no risk that Bruiser's neck was going to get injured. But that wasn't Austin's style, and he wouldn't be proud of it, and he wouldn't want people to remember him that way. With Punk, he said it, several months ago or whenever it was, I don't want to be another guy doing bad television. So I know he may have friends there in AEW. I don't know who is in his social circle, but some of the people may be his friends. But he has to recognize also that they are drifting aimlessly in search of presenting a coherent product. And would he's been so picky, walked away when he wanted to, has resisted other offers. Would he put the rest of his career and the way that people would remember him as a final impression in the hands of Tony Khan and the rest of those numbnuts? Even if they said, well, Punk, you can book your own shit, he'd have to bring in his own hand-picked opponents and do everything himself to make sure that he wasn't devalued. Or,
like a smart Cody.
Yeah. But even then, Cody he's put himself in the ring with some real pips. So Punk would have to have complete say over everything he did and everybody he interacted with and everybody that he worked with to make sure that they didn't do the same thing to him they've done with everybody else. And that's put him in some kind of goddamn hokey horseshit where they're playing, they're mad about video games, or somebody's mom is dropping them off in a minivan. Can you imagine? See, there's Mrs. Punk with the minivan. CM's here. Fuck.
All right. Well, our next question. Sent to CornyDriveThru.
You're so uncomfortable.
Our next question sent to
You were up late last night on that experience. You were up very late last night.
I didn't go to bed till 3 a.m.
This is a very difficult weekend for us. I'm going to do 6 hours of cameos tomorrow. So
is that how? Well, I guess, yeah, it would take a while. Now that I think about it.
It's not, I've never heard from these people before, and I'm not familiar with them. So I have to read the information, and then I have to put some effort into it, and each of them are at least a couple of minutes. So yeah, do 50 of them. It'll take us 5 or 6 hours to get everything right and make sure that it's shot well. We have standards around here.